businesses, and I'm not criticizing, I'm just throwing constructive questions in the mix. How does that work on the other end? If you have a Facebook integration here, what if I don't want to go to AP Live there, I just want to go to your AP Live component on Facebook and have that thing, I mean, you know, and you're shaking your head, but I'm thinking about integration and ubiquitous and you know, collaborative communications that relation to the back and to all ends. And this has been one of our biggest challenges because we understand the same efforts of what you guys are all trying to do and we're doing the same thing. But maybe you could kind of expand upon that. I understand you have to start somewhere and do something, and I think again, I applaud what you're doing, but you know, if I'm switching off that option and I go from Twitter to Facebook, I'm no longer on the Facebook component while I'm on AP Live. And maybe that's kind of,
yeah,
you know, from an integration standpoint, maybe you could expand on, maybe you could give me a little heads up on where else this is going if you don't mind.
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Thank you.
I think I understand the question. All right, give me a second here just to pull this thing up. Okay, so for us, there are 4 basic versions of this particular product. 2 of them contain the social media component thing. So here you're just looking at Twitter feeds. For I guess our thinking was, and this is sort of a conjoined discussion that we had with Livestream. And Livestream does understand the social media space pretty well, and the value of integrating it into any kind of live news experience. In order for me to kind of push a news feed and push a story in real time, I want to engage an audience and give them the opportunity to either pipe questions through into the studio or comment alongside with, you know, the content or the feed that is sort of coming through the pipe. I agree with you that it is kind of a, you know, we're bundling together different features and elements, but there isn't, it's all right here. Once you, if a customer of the AP takes this player and embeds it on their site, you know, it's a one-stop shop thing. It pops up, it's there. So what we're trying to do for being a business-to-business business, you know, we want to make it possible for our customers to keep and grow their own online audiences. And so we have the technology to actually not only kind of aggregate all of the social media commentary that comes through Twitter and Facebook from all over the internet, but if a particular website did not want anybody else's commentary in there, we can actually parse out, you know, the Twitter content that is relevant to that particular URL. So for us, it's part of what the marketing value here is. You want to capture an audience and keep them around, and you want that kind of content. And for us, that's valuable being a news agency. So we try to make it simple, you know.
I'm wondering if other people, I mean, obviously integrating social networking is really important. I'm wondering if anybody else has comments about that.
Yeah, I'll comment. It seems like with every brand, every car dealer, every washer and dryer you can follow on Facebook and Twitter. And at some point, when it becomes so ubiquitous, you wonder, well, why do I want to follow pizza parlors, you know, on Facebook and Twitter? So I believe that at some point there's going to be some fatigue, some brand fatigue, but it already hasn't occurred. But you know, we're still being asked to integrate these things, and happy to do it. I think the example of AP Live here is that you know, they've integrated it into a multitasking environment, and I think the trend is people are multitasking. They're either watching movies on TV or watching TV, and they're on their iPhones and iPads and laptops all at the same time, and that's not decreasing. There's been a lot of attempts to integrate many of these things in the BD Live environment, which is, you know, core to what we do also. But not with great success because people still want to multitask. So if you're grazing around and someone like AP Live is saying, well, graze around in our site here or on our app, we've kind of integrated, you know, these experiences and made it easy for you, so you aren't closing things down and starting things up elsewhere. So I mean, that is a good strategy. Again, with the life of Facebook and Twitter, who knows how long that's going to last. But I remember when MySpace used to